cooking again, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm making pinwheel chicken. I know I mentioned it on Facebook, and you guys are probably like, what the heck is pinwheel chicken? What it is, it's almost like a cordon bleu, but instead of it being like a hollow chicken with stuff in the middle, you lay it on flat chicken, which I beat the heck out of recently, instead of torturing you guys, showing you how to tenderize a chicken. So I made it nice, big, and flat. And what you do is you curl it, and it makes like a little spiral when you cut them when they come out of the oven, or out of boiling water. It's relatively healthy. So what I used to do was simply spinach and a cheese, like a mozzarella or provolone. In this case, I'm using provolone. My sister, one year when I asked this to be made for my birthday, she put ham in it. And I was like, oh, you're going to ruin the dish. And it actually came out pretty good. So, plus the ham, if there's like a little hole in your... Shh! Really? The ham kind of holds in the ingredients better, because sometimes you get like little holes in the chicken as you tenderize it. And this is creamy spinach that I put into it. Sorry, kind of dance a little bit. God, I'm so fat. Sorry. Anyways, so what you do is once you get the chicken made, you wrap it in foil. It kind of looks like a Tootsie Roll. So I pre-did all this because I'll be handling raw meat, so I don't want to get my hands on my foil and contaminate it. You know how I am with cross-contamination. Hands have been cleaned. I currently have mashed potatoes boiling. So what you do, let's see if I can get you a little closer. Wait, what? I just changed the image. I don't know what I did. Okay, anyways. Come closer, don't be afraid. I don't bite. Alright, so what you do is you take a chicken. See how nice and flat it is? The little trick that I do with it is I put it in a freezer bag because they're really tough, and I meat tenderize it with the flat side of the hammer. Not the spiky side, that's what shreds it. That's good for beef. I use the flat side. Alright, so first thing I do is I layer it with ham. Ham has a little bit more, it bends better, so I put that on first. Alright, and then you could put the cheese on, or you could put the spinach on, whichever one you want, but I'm going to do the spinach first. So we can go ahead. So it's creamy spinach. What I put in here was a full package of spinach to 1 thing of cream cheese, or you could do a half a thing if you want to be healthier. A tablespoon of butter, herbs de Provence. I call it Finesse herbs, F-I-N-E-S herbs. It's sort of like a herbs de Provence, but it's a little bit more laid back. I use garlic by Tastefully Simple. It tastes amazing. It's really good. I do like a sprinkle of that. So that's what is contained in the spinach. Now, you just take a little dollop of the spinach. You don't want it too much because it's going to wind up coming out of everywhere, so you just do a little bit, right? And you lay the cheese on top. So this way here, that hot spinach will kind of soften the cheese up, and you're going to roll it. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, now you can see. All right, you're going to roll it. You just take everything, roll it like this. Nice and easy. See, it does come out the side a little bit, that's fine. As long as the good brunt of it is in the chicken. And then what you do is you take this foil and you wrap it like a Tootsie Roll. You do the Tootsie Roll. Sorry, I'm being a dork. So you just do this, and you want enough foil so that you can roll it a couple times. Keep the water from getting in. You don't want watery chicken. So, and then you just twist the sides really well. Fold it in. Again. So now you got these little individually wrapped chickens. And if you don't want to cook them right away, you could possibly put them in the fridge, but I don't like storing stuff in aluminum. I'm not a big fan of aluminum. Some studies show that there's a direct link to Alzheimer's disease. So I'm just going to take this, put it to the side. On to the next. So this is all you do. It's real easy. You're going to boil it for 20 minutes. You want the pot to already be boiling before you put the chicken in. So you're going to boil it for 20 minutes, no less. And then you're going to let it sit when it comes out for about 15 minutes. Let it like cool and kind of take form so that nothing just, you want the cheese to kind of adhere to the chicken. So again, you do ham, the creamy spinach, and it's a very versatile dish. You can, have it with mashed potatoes. You can do it with like a salad, vegetable, and just about any kind of light sauce goes with it. I'm going to do Béarnaise or Béarnaise sauce. You could do hollandaise. You could do... we've actually done marsala once. It actually came out really good. If you want to be unhealthy when it comes out and it's done, you could breadcrumb it and fry it. The rolled chicken. But I prefer, because once it's boiled, it's just as good. If you want to bake it just to brown a little bit, I guess you can. You really don't have to. But you just roll it. So you have these little individual chickens. And once it sets, when it comes out of the oven, it kind of holds together. And then right before you serve it, you just kind of cut it. And it's like little pinwheels of ham, cheese, and spinach. You could do, if you want to do turkey meat or anything, or even like a turkey ham, you could do that. I didn't used to put ham at all in it. I used to just put a thin layer of cheese on it. And then, but I think the ham is actually a good idea because it doesn't melt, it doesn't ooze out, it just kind of, see, case in point, see this chicken's kind of shredded. This is like the bottom of a chicken. So what I'm going to do here, I'll show you. Hold the chicken like this, kind of hold it together. You're going to put a ham in it. Because once it cooks, it's gonna take its form. It's going to shrink a little bit, and then it's going to stay in a curlicue, if you will. So it doesn't have to be like perfectly flat. This chicken must have taken a beating before it got to me to beat it up some more. Again, you're going to lay cheese on top. It's going to melt a little bit as it touches the hot spinach. And then again, you're going to roll it just like this. See, this one really took a beating. So, see that ham? It kind of gives it like, it's like, I guess it's like makeup. It just like patches the holes. All right. This is a nice big one. So you're gonna leave, you don't want the foil to be too short. You want it nice and long so you can at least roll it about 2 to 3 times. This way here, like I said, water doesn't get in. There's nothing worse than bland chicken. You want all the flavor. And boiling is a healthy way to do it. It's a little faster than if you were to bake it because it's surrounded by, 212 degrees. As you know, scientifically speaking, water can heat up something faster than air can, so you put it in hot water versus hot air. But when it comes to cooking, as you know, as long as you abide by certain rules, the sky's the limit. So again, we're going to put some ham there. It's so good. A little bit of spinach. And it looks very creamy right now, but when it comes out of the oven, a little bit of water does come in, so it kind of makes it healthier, I guess, in essence. So again, you put the cheese on. It's great. It's a little bit on the time-consuming side, but not terrible. This is like a 30 to 45 minute prep meal, but it looks gourmet. Looks like you go to a nice restaurant and have it done, like if you cut it in a pinwheel, drizzle a little Béarnaise sauce or whatever kind of white sauce you like. You could even get away with a scampi sauce if you want, a white wine sauce. You kind of want to stick more to the lighter sauces. I've never done this with like a red sauce. My mom has always favored white, so I just stick with that. So I'm doing, this time it's a little bit of an experiment. It's a Béarnaise sauce. And I'm not going to lie, when I cheat with this one, I'm doing it this way. I'm not doing it the other way. I'm not doing it by scratch. So I'm going to stop the video. After it's done boiling and set for 15 minutes, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Hello. We're done. So, this has been sitting out for about 5 minutes, not 15, but I wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like. You are going to have a little bit of water in there, but this is what it sort of looks like. It's like a little chicken tamale. So, what you do, now like I said, I should have waited the full 15 minutes, but I wanted to be impatient and show you what it looks like. Now, this is why I call it a pinwheel chicken. Yeah, I really should have waited, but that's okay. Stretchy cheese. Alright. I don't like to use serrated knives. It tears it, so we're going to use a flat blade. Let's make sure it's sharpened. I go like this. Away from you, always sharpen away from you, because if, you know what I mean? So okay, now just take it, a little swirl. It's like a little pinwheel. Now you can put this on a bed of rice if you want. I'm just going to do a little scoop of mashed potatoes on the side, and so you just lay it like this. Take a little bit of béarnaise sauce. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a yellowy goodness. It looks like hollandaise, but it's not. My family joke around, we call it béarnaise. So you just pour a little bit on top, like that. So gourmet looking, right? I'm going to take a bite of it and tell you what I think. Wish you could be here. I have plenty. A lot of church members are heading over to Haiti tomorrow morning, so most of them are going to be packing, and I think they're going to camp out at the airport because it's all the way in JFK, and with the NSA, or what is it? NSA. It's one of those essays that watch the board with the shutdown and everything. They're going to go way early so that they don't miss the flight. So this is a really big bite. There's a chance that a couple of them will come over. I have plenty here if they do. I'm just going to taste this, tear this up. You can see that the spinach is still very creamy, even though a little water got in. So now it looks like regular creamish spinach because a lot of it did come out, but that's why you do a little extra. Came out perfect. And because it was boiled, it's a lot healthier. I mean, it's almost half the calories rather than frying or baking. You boil it. It's so good. It's absolutely amazing. Have some. Alright. Well, now you guys know what a pinwheel chicken is. I hope you make it. I hope you like it. That's what it looks like. Very gourmet looking. Nice, you know, you just cut it. Lay it like this. Impress your husband, impress your wife, impress your kids, impress company, and it's not that hard to make. I would say a total between making it, pounding it, wrapping it, boiling it, it's about an hour total from the time you take the chicken out of the wrapping to the time you're pulling it out of the pot or putting it on a plate. It's amazing. Enjoy.